Going live.
Hey, what's up? We're back
Hey,
with another Member Monday. We got our boy Shay on the
what's
technical
up?
sticks as usual. And we've got Crystal, one of our stars from our teen ensemble. How you doing today, Crystal?
Okay. It's been good. Nothing much. How have you been?
I'm all right. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. How do you feel about everything that's going on?
Trying to make the best out of every day. There's not like much to do. It was my junior year, so I had a lot of like volunteer college type stuff planned, but making the best. So instead I got a job and I've just been working and like writing and doing a lot of like at home art now, but it's been okay.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear you're writing. And good for you on getting a job. I'm nervous to get a new job in this climate. So tell me what's your dream job since we're talking about jobs?
So right now, if you ask me, it would be to be a pediatric psychiatrist, actually.
Ooh.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to double major in like theater or vocal with that. But right now, I think it's going to be like something psychiatrist or like counseling based right now. Yeah.
What led you down that path? I'm really interested.
Well, the reason that I like to do theater in the first place is kind of like I enjoy helping people. I enjoy like seeing people feel better and be better and more confident in themselves. And I think I realize sometimes like, people come to theater and you have like 2 hours to take them out of like take them to a totally different space where they're not thinking about themselves, which can bring them some joy. And so I just realized like, yes, I really, really want to do theater, but like if I have to go to college and like, get training in something, I would like to have the skills to actually like sit down and help someone or counsel someone like that.
Catherine said, "Hey." Just want to let you know. She said, "Hey."
Ha! Cat. I love cat. That's awesome. That's beautiful. I didn't know that about you. I love helping people too. That's what I want to do with my work too.
Yeah.
I love that. What or who inspires you?
Most probably my grandma. She passed maybe like 5 years ago, but her like influence over my life is probably like the biggest thing that like helps me choose every decision that I ever make. She was very, very confident and very like she was a grandma, so she was a bit tough, but she was that person that like you went to if you were ever feeling down or anything. And so she was like I was never too shy, but I did have moments of like I don't really know what I'm doing. And so she was always that person who I would go to, and her main things in life were like you love to sing and you love doing what you do, like never do anything that you don't want to do. And so like she was like, you like to sing, so if that's what you want to do it. Like no one's like, she didn't worry about what people had to say, and she didn't want me to worry about what people had to say. So she was that person who was like, well, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it and just be the best at it. So definitely my grandma.
That's really great. It's really great to have somebody like that. We all kind of need people like that, especially in times like this. But
Yeah.
no, it's just great to have somebody that's there to support you through your art and things like that all the time.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That she instilled that belief in you that you can do anything that you want to do because you totally can. I love that. Yeah. Well, so this is a funny question.
Okay.
Would you rather live forever or live 10 lifetimes and retain your memories?
Ooh, that is good. That's real
You
good.
know, like how they say cats have like 9 lives. You die, and you get up, and now you're like, remember, you can't cross the street when the light is red. I mean, I messed it up.
I think I would live forever simply because like I enjoy like I would want to enjoy my one life with everyone that I had around me. Like I wouldn't want to really start over because there's some parts that you just don't want to relive through. I would want to start over and then like not be able to take any of my friends or like people like with me to do it alone. would not I would not get through. So definitely live forever instead.
That's cool. That's cool that you look at it that way. I think that I would pick the 10 lifetimes just because, well, I don't know. See, that's the thing about questions like this. They like prompt more questions. Like, is it that you die and you come back in the same body, like at the same age you were at, or do you start over? And I was thinking that you wouldn't start over. So that's
yeah. I would have assumed that you did start over. It's like you die and come back, but you start your life over again as a different person, but you're remembering everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about that until Crystal said that. Because I was like, wow, I do not want to live through puberty in middle school.
Over again.
That's ridiculous.
Terrible time. I mean, it's fine. It's fine when it's happening, but like afterwards, like life is better. So
What's your good? No, that's good. I was gonna say, if anybody have any questions, y'all can share. I leave the questions. I'm on my iPad here, making sure that like I can see anything that pops up. So go on, give some questions. Shakira's gonna go on to the next question that she has.
All right. So what's your favorite kind of show?
I'm a musical girl, so I feel more confident in like vocals and like I love listening to vocalists and stuff like that. And you know, I'm in vocal at Kappa, so I love hearing people sing. So like anything with music is usually my jam.
Okay, then I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Glee or Smash?
Glee.
Okay.
That was more my music, and it was a wide variety. Also, like Amber Riley.
Amber Riley.
There was nothing, nothing. Her, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Amber Riley.
We don't deserve her.
Look,
that's where I'm at with it, honestly. What's your favorite genre of music? I was about to say kind of music, but it's the same thing.
That's hard because I listen to like a lot, like almost everything. Right now, though, this is so embarrassing. Right now, for like the last 2 years, it's been K-pop, and I'm really.
There's nothing embarrassing about that. K-pop is just that. It's popping.
It's good.
It's so good.
It's really good. And I think the problem is people only listen to like one song by one artist that when they just searched it up, and then they get something that they're like, But if you actually take the time and listen to it, a lot of it is good. A lot of it's not just like bubblegum, like, because I don't usually listen to the female that much. I find that some of the female artists do sound a bit repetitive, but there are some female artists and a lot of male artists in there, and there's a lot of like co-ed groups. Their music is good. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's really good.
Don't even apologize. Do you listen to EXO?
Yeah,
I love them.
So, what's your favorite K-pop artist?
Oh, wait. I don't want to be cliche and say yeah, but it's either going to be them or probably like there's an artist named Big Bang. It's another like male group.
I know that one.
Yes,
I do know that one. There was like last summer I was listening to music and a song popped up on my list. I feel like I have to look up this song now, but
but it's good. I bet whatever it was good. I bet they have more rap. I think they have more like rappers in the group, so there's a lot of more rapping. But they have some ballads that are really good, and like each individual member makes music, and that music is, I mean, amazing. Top. And you know that they put so much hard work into it, and like that is what like I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
they do. They put a lot of work in, and you can tell. Like those beats are fire. They
you,
really lay
uh,
down. There's so many layers in their vocals.
yeah,
It's amazing. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yes.
So, what's your what's your favorite ATC moment? And it can be like any moment, something you've seen, something you experienced yourself.
I think it would be after I saw Passing Strange. I don't remember what night it was, but one night Stu came,
Mm-hmm.
writer, and he like did a talk back after the show, and like I don't know, he's just I love Stu. Stu's like really cool, and so he was like giving all this like personal insight to like how like he got the creativeness behind it, and then also like saying how because like you can tell he was like everybody on the stage you can tell was young and like just going for it, and like he was like saying like that was some of his favorite moments of being young. Like when you're young you try to just attack everything like because it's new and you don't know what you're doing, you kind of just attack it, and what works works, what doesn't and you like figure it out. And he was like you could tell everybody on the stage was so young, and I was just like so proud of ATC I was like yeah, like we do kind of attack stuff like ATC goes in a room and then we're like alrighty, let's see what we could do. And like we throw stuff against the wall, things work, things don't, but you know, we make the best of everything. And I was just like, in that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, I love ATC. We're like so cute. We're
Oh,
so guys.
that's dope. I love ATC too, and I love Stu. He's so it's like hard to even describe. Like inspiring, like is not a
Yeah,
good enough
it's
word.
not strong enough.
Mhm. What uh what's your favorite part about being an ATC member?
I think it's that before I kind of did art alone,
Mhm.
and like, I knew that I liked singing and I kind of knew that I could sing, but I knew nothing other than that. Like I tried to maybe write down stuff, but it never really stuck. And I never really had like, not necessarily encouragement, but something to like bounce ideas off of to like say, no, that's like fine, like keep going and see what you come up with. And I think ACC, not even just instructors, but just like peers or like older members, even younger members, like everybody's there to like bounce an idea off of. We're all kind of like, we're all individual artists, but we're all working towards one goal. And so, with that in mind, like you have different perspectives from every person that you're going to talk to. Like talking to Shay is going to be so different from talking to Kevon. You know, like you're
Mhm.
going to have perspectives from everything. But I think that's what I love most about it. Like you have another artist next to you who, like, at any moment, they're not going to be like, no, I don't want to help you. You know, like they're always going to be there to be like, yeah, sure. What do you need help with? And like, I'll give you what I can and you give them what you can, and you can both like still continue to create individually, but you just have that like reassurance that like, no, that's good, or here's another idea. And I love that because I didn't really have that before. So yeah.
That's beautiful. I'm glad. I'm glad you feel the camaraderie, that you feel the family, and like that people are here to help you make whatever you want to make at that moment. That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite things about ATC too.
Mm-hmm.
What was the moment that you knew you were an artist? Like what was that like for you? What was that?
It was definitely probably when I was really younger.
Mhm.
Um, I have a specific moment where I asked my teacher, we had this unit coming up and like I think it was reading class, and it was called like who I am, or like this is who I am or something. And at the time Camp Rock had just came, you know,
Oh, Camp Rock.
this is me. And so I asked the teacher, I was like, am I able to sing that in front of the class? And she was like, yeah, sure. And I just remember singing that and that feeling of like, you can kind of look up and see that people are not in the same, when like art appears in front of people, people are not in the same state of mind that they are when they're just like in their everyday life, you know, like once you put on a movie or a song or something, people are kind of like taken out of what their everyday life is. And I really love that feeling of seeing people like smile because, oh, I know that song, smile because, oh, like this is a good song, or like that connection that like makes it makes art so much more worth it. Like, oh, I love art, but like how art is able to like take people out of everyday life is amazing to me. And I think it was like, okay, like I think this is what I definitely want to continue on doing. And so since about, I think that was like first grade too. So it was pretty, but I definitely love that moment.
We actually have a question from the audience. What was a funny or embarrassing moment that happened on or off stage?
Oh no.
Tell
Okay.
us, spill the beans.
I definitely remember one though, because so the first show I ever did, like this summer show that we do for all the new members.
Laugh Now Cry Later. That one.
Not Cry Later. So when I auditioned, dancing was never my strong point. I hated dancing. I thought I was incredibly bad at it. So I was like, all right, I got in and I know I have to dance, but that was kind of the mentality. Like I have to dance, that's gonna be it. But I remember Cherish had us go there's like that one move, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, where you have to like push up with like your one hand behind you and like
on the floor. I know what you mean. Yeah.
That's one of her favorites.
Yeah. And she puts that in like everything. And so she went around the room and she was like, I already tried one. She was like, you're never gonna know if you can do it if you don't try it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, but I know I can't do it. So I don't there's a chance. But she had me do it and I just remember like doing it and I basically just stood up. Like I couldn't push up, I just kind of stood and everybody was like, oh, okay. she tried to quickly move on because I knew that it just wouldn't work. I was like, yeah, it's not gonna work out for me. It's not. And it didn't, but that's okay. Here we are.
I don't find you to be a bad dancer. So I'm sorry to hear that you kind of feel that way.
Anymore. Not as bad.
Good. I'm glad.
We have another question from the audience. What do you want your art to say about you?
I think about this a lot. I think most of all, this is kind of the same thing, but I think most of all, I think I would like it to kind of speak for me before I speak for myself. So I want it to show all parts of my personality, which has been like the biggest thing as I start writing more or as I start like, for one of my summer projects, I chose that I was going to do choreography. But like, as I start, moving into this stuff, like I want it to speak for all parts of me. And I think that's kind of a bit difficult because there are so many sides of yourself. And so one part is that like people have noticed I can kind of be more reserved at times, kind of be a little bit more quiet. But like once I'm in my element or with friends or with people that I'm comfortable with, then it's chaoticness and deal with it. And I want that. And like there's soft sides of me and there are, more rough or like, harder exteriors of me, but just like all of my personality, I want it to be in there. Specifically as like a Black woman, like there's just so many things about what Black art should be, but especially like what Black women should be creating. Like we are the belters, we are, the rough spoken word people, but we're never soft, gentle, we're never operatic singers, we're never that. And so I really
don't get enough space for that.
you know, like,
Mhm.
so I really want my art to show that, like, no, we are everything and we can be everything. I think especially Shakira, that came out a lot in Painkillers, and that's like where a lot of like that my development in that came in, because it's like Black women are expected to kind of be one thing. And so when you see a Black woman walk into the room, and especially in an art space, they kind of already have their mind made up about what you're about to do and what your art is about to be. But I want my art to be so much more than that one thing. And so it's kind of been about, you know, having my art just basically speak for me, be my personality before, um, like knowing what, like, to kind of express for me. So I don't have to be like, hey, I'm a Black woman, but I don't just belt. Hey, I don't want to have to like say that myself. I want my art to more do that for me.
Dope. Yes.
Mm.
And also, thank you. I'm glad that my work could help inspire something in you. That's
It was really good.
one of the only things I really want my work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Do we have any more audience questions?
Not at the moment, but guys, keep those questions coming. We want the questions. We want to hear what you got to ask, all that stuff.
We do. We totally want to know. Especially considering this is my last question. And it's the big one. Mm-hmm.
Big one? Okay.
So, Disney or Nickelodeon?
Wait, no, that's hard.
I know. That's why it's big.
Because I had Disney Plus, but I also like all that and the Amanda Show are on Nickelodeon. And Avatar just came to Netflix.
Avatar, The Last Airbender. Yep. That was some of our first anime. That was the introduction.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. But I have to do Disney because my favorite movie ever is High School Musical. And my favorite song is Every Day from High School Musical 2. So, I mean, I'm sorry. And the High School Musical, the series, is on Disney Plus, and it's not terrible. So
it's not terrible. I was looking at it and I was like, I'm not watching that.
It better not be terrible. We know the one guy from the show, and he would be killing it on the piano during Avenue Q.
Oh,
Joe was so good.
You are so right. I love Joe. I gotta watch it.
No, it's not. Okay, you have to go with an open mind though, because they're not the original Troy and Gabriella vocals. They're not.
Okay.
They're just. But you know, once you look past that, it's gonna be something different. Then you can get into it. But if you're going in like a part 2, it's not that.
Well, Crystal, we are getting a lot of requests on the live for you to sing a little something for us. Whether you want it to be Every Day from High School Musical 2 or an original song or something, just hit us with a little whoo.
Everyone's fave R&B. Hit him with that Kalani, that Usher.
Oh my gosh.
Or you can take it back to Trapped and hit us with that She Used to Be Mine. I don't know.
Don't make me cry on this live, Shay. I would cry if you sang that song. I mean, you can do it if you want. But I'm gonna cry.
Okay. I guess I'll do She Used to Be Mine because I know it the most. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. How do you do that?
I haven't sung that song.
So good.
Speaking of She Used to Be
Y'all
Mine.
knew Crystal had an amazing voice. I knew too, but I'm still in awe every time.
Speaking of those two things, so speaking of She Used to Be Mine, everybody, if that was just a sample, if you want to see the full thing, check out our Throwback Thursday where there's going to be the video from Trap the Musical of Crystal singing She Used to Be Mine. Also, you can find Trapped on ATC's YouTube page. Just look up ATC on our YouTube and look and just find Trap the Musical. It's right there. You can watch the whole thing. It's
It is
great. It was a fantastic
good.
moment in
I
general.
love Trapped. That was so good.
Trapped was an experience, Trapped was fun though.
It was great. I
Yeah.
have one last question personally.
KK.
So with Broadway being down and all because of Corona, when Broadway does come back up, what's the first thing you're gonna go try and see?
Oh, because I was supposed to go to New York and go see a couple things. So, Well, I want to see The Lion King, but those tickets are always sold out and always expensive. But also Tina Turner, the musical, is what we were supposed to go see. And I wanted to see that so bad. I follow the lady who plays her on Instagram, and she was working hard. Every time she came home, she had to put her legs in those compression legs.
Ooh, because she was probably moving, huh?
Like moving. I would see Ain't Too Proud again because that was good. And that was amazing. So those three.
So solid.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for spending some time with us, for singing us a little something. Of course, we're happy to have you. And for sharing, just like letting us get to know you some more.
Yay.
Thank you, everyone who's been here. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, ATC. Y'all have a wonderful day. All right? I'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.